Hello Cancer and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 10th to the 24th of January 2022. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the Oracle, and this is the Retro Spirit Oracle, which I'll be using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious Oracle have for Cancer for the 10th to the 24th of January 2022. What messages are here for Cancer for the next 2 weeks? What does Cancer need to know at this time? Draw a couple of cards and let's see what you get. So you have air. Oh, look at that, travel. And you have kindness. So kindness is going to be important to you, whether you receive an act of kindness or whether you need to be compassionate and kind towards others. And then air, clearing the air, you know, and this sort of depiction really speaks of perhaps going somewhere, travel by air, but it could also simply mean time to get a breath of fresh air, to take yourself out and about a little bit. So there you have kindness, an act of kindness, and air. But let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. So let's see what's on the cards for Cancer for the 10th to the 24th of January 2022. What messages are here for Cancer for the next 2 weeks? What does Cancer need to know at this time? And this is Dame Darcy's Mermaid Oracle, which I'll be using today to put down an 8-card spread for you, Cancer, with the first 2 cards depicting you in your current situation, where you are now, and then the second 2 cards highlighting the challenges that you may be facing at this time, and the following 2 cards offering you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the last 2 cards, which may reveal your possible outcome to your situation. It certainly shows the energies that you'll be moving towards. So let's see what you get. World and 8 of Pentacles, where you are now. The 2 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups is your challenge. Just move these down a bit. And you have the Knight of Wands and the Hierophant as your guidance cards, with the Emperor and the King of Pentacles as your outcome. So it does seem to be manifesting something. But you've got the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. And this sort of depicts a sense of being out in the cold, a sense of lack. However, the message with the Five of Pentacles is where you focus is what you bring in. You know, what you put out to the world is what comes back. And if you're focusing on a sense of lack or difficulties, a sense of being out in the cold, that sort of lack comes back to you. But you're certainly, you know, it seems you're moving away from that, because you've entered a new phase, a new beginning. Perhaps, you know, for some of you, that feeling of lack may be a worry that you don't have what it takes to cope with this new role, with this new beginning. You know, the world calls you to celebrate the end of a phase and the beginning of a new one. You're stepping into a new role, and that new role may well involve a lot of learning, trying to refine a skill. The Eight of Pentacles is your apprentice card. It's all about learning, building something up with dedication and focus, and putting your energies and resources into perfecting a skill. And your challenge is to get a good sense of balance with work and play. With the Two of Pentacles, this is about juggling your resources, juggling your energy, your time, and it's sort of, as a challenge, it sort of calls you to put a bit of play into this new role, into this learning. And it seems you are struggling to appreciate this new beginning. With the Ace of Cups, this is about a potential, a beginning that can bring you vast amounts of joy and happiness, contentment, fulfillment. But I see where you are now, you know, the impression I get from the cards is that you may be struggling to appreciate and simply enjoy this new phase, this new beginning. So it sort of suggests, rather than being daunted by a new phase and a lot of learning ahead of you, to try to embrace it with a bit of a sense of play, and know that you'll be able to keep yourself on steady ground, even though your emotions may be in flux. But your challenge is to really harness a new beginning that can bring you joy. And your guidance cards sort of say, seek guidance, seek mentorship from someone who can teach you and who you can learn from, someone wiser, someone with experience. And perhaps it sort of urges you to keep in the boundaries of constructed learning. The Hierophant is about traditional learning and mentorship. But you've also got the Knight of Wands, which sort of suggests really take this potential for learning here and go with it, run with it. The Knight of Wands has all that fiery energy and enthusiasm and a sense of adventure. So perhaps it's calling you to approach this with a sense of adventure. And if you feel worried about your ability to embrace and make full use of this new role, you can always seek guidance. And you know, I sort of want to pull the kindness card in here with the Hierophant. This is sort of that learned mentorship that can guide you from someone who looks kindly on you. If you're able to do this, then you step into your own power. This is you moving towards attaining this this potential here and here. The King of Pentacles, this is someone who's built up an abundance about him, with his good business acumen, with his steady progress, and his ability to take things slowly but practically. You know, this is someone who's put all the practical and day-to-day steps into building something up, and then he's in a position now where he can appreciate, and he does appreciate what he has, to enjoy the fullness that you bring. You've also got the Emperor, which speaks of building up something big, something vast. And sort of watching over it with, you know, and as he's above the Hierophant, it makes me think of also sticking to rules, to discipline, to regulations. So you sort of build a structure around you, keeping to the traditional or you know, set a set path that is proven, and it sort of brings you the stability and abundance. Sort of, you know, after a while you may not need this mentorship. You're on your own there. You sort of you've built up that sense of capability. The air, I think, you sort of may well for some of you simply say, you know, a breath of fresh air, or sort of take a little trip. But to me, it speaks more of moving forward, maybe taking things out further afield. It sort of brings, you know, it sort of fits in with the Knight of Wands as well, that swiftness of movement and things taking off with that adventure. So to, you know, sum up, then you've got a new role, a new phase, something ends, and this is to be celebrated. It's throwing you into the path of a lot of learning, and skills that you can accomplish. And the trick is to not allow yourself to focus on the vastness of what's ahead of you, but rather enjoy it on a day-to-day basis, and embrace this new beginning with a sense of adventure and enthusiasm. Look at it as a breath of fresh air for you, and know that you have a stable structure, whether that's a person or a company that you can rely on to guide you to building this new roll up into something that gives you a sense of perhaps authority, and certainly a sense of abundance, stability, and accomplishment. So there you have it, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have yourself a good 2 weeks. And God bless you till we meet again.